Hey family, we are live, broadcasting live. This is the Conversation Room 101. Make sure it's only adults in the house. I need your mind to be open, prepared, and relaxed. Welcome to our home. Take your shoes off. We got some rules we need to go over. Be kind. No cursing in the chat. If you want to curse, call in. And no shouting out other channels. That's a no-no. We got one other rule. There is no judging our guests. It will not be permitted. Zero tolerance. And if so, you want to do that, guess what? We got security. And we will escort you out. Because over here, hashtag we don't care. We're going to be one big family. We're going to laugh together sometimes. We're going to cry. But we definitely going to pray. I thank the Lord above for everything. I lift him up and give him the glory. But you guys, right now, we're going to get our popcorn. And then we're going to see what's going on. And let me just park my car. And I'll be in there in a minute. I'll see you real soon.
The Copyright Disclaimer Act. The Copyright Disclaimer Act under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news, reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Like, share, subscribe.
Do you want to know? Well, I've been thinking about you. And I think you'll have to listen. Because the sun is up, it's a beautiful day.
And we won't stop. We will not stop.
Sun. Come, won't you come along? And it feels so right. It's like luck is raining on me. Go and follow your heart. Doesn't matter how far. There is so much love to give. Something's telling me this time. Baby, baby, now
See this? How you cannot go?
Baby, baby, gotta go. There is so much love to give. Something's telling me it's right.
Neighbors and the
When you
community
came to me,
compelled to
who are
scour
you?
the area.
It's you, yeah, boy.
Where does the fault lie on you?
Hey family, how's everybody doing? Thank you guys for showing up today. Wow, man, we are already in August, you guys. August the 18th. And the month, half of the month is already over with. I came on because I've been looking at this case, you guys, and I thought they were going to find this child. But you guys are going to be heartbroken. This is a case we're going to follow. I'm pretty sure it's going to get intense. It's already starting to get intense. It's about a little boy. He's 7 months old. First of all, before we get started, let me give thanks to everybody that showed up right now, because you guys know that I didn't show up Friday. I actually forgot it was Friday. I had my days mixed up. I thought it was Thursday. So just on all kind of different medications and things like that. So, and then other stuff done happened, but it's all good. We got it together. Thank you, Lisa Taylor. She was first in the building. Lisa, and we got Nancy LaRose in here. Hey, how you doing? We got Molly in here. She says she's from Florida. Oh my goodness, you're a long ways away. Nancy LaRose. Freddie Johnson is in the building. Freddie's ready. Lisa Taylor. Yes. So anyway, you guys, this case is going to blow up. And we're not the first one to get this case. People are already on it. It's going to remind you of the California City Boys. Oh, yes. Oh, let me share with you what's done happen, and then I will share some news clips with you guys. And trust things is turning around. So it's a 7-month-old baby. So the mama says that she was at the football arena or park because she's got 5 kids all together and they needed to get a mouthpiece so he can play football. So she goes to the big five and it's probably about a 10, 15, 20 minute drive. And yeah, she says she went in the back to change the child, 7-month old. They Spanish or Mexican, Puerto Rican. I think it's more Spanish, Mexican descent. The child, 7 months old. He's 21 inches tall. 7 months. Say the baby, brown eyes, brown hair. They say the baby is cross-eyed. She went to change her baby, and she said somebody hit her. Said "Hola," and she went to turn to speak to this person, and they hit her, and she passed out. She fell on the ground. She said she seen nothing but white, and when she got up, her baby was gone. That's the mama story. You guys, Molly says, I'm sure mama knows what happened. Well, I'm gonna share some things that I have found out so far because the mama has a black eye. And so these are the dark details that you may not hear from the news, but they've got somebody on the case down there. I don't know the guy's name, but he is covering this case. And I'm telling you, he is covering this case. And I love him because they done put out search dogs. They say she was giving them the information. There's no cameras outside of the big five. And so they don't have no camera. Nobody seen the baby. She said she woke up, she ran around the building, she went inside, asked them, did they see the baby? Did they see anybody with a baby? And all of that. Now, let me tell you before I even share the news clipping what I have found out. So it seems like she was trying to get off this black eye. Hey, Miss Dee Dee, how you doing? Hey, Monique, how you doing? And so the black eye is really black, it looks like somebody hit her in the face. But people have already said she had that black eye August the 3rd. The baby came up missing August the 14th. Today's the 18th, so it's 4 days, you guys. We're late a little bit, 4 days. And I've been watching this case a little bit. Miss Dee Dee said that black eye was an old incident. Yes. Now, the police has said she was cooperating, but now she's not, and she has lawyered up. Her husband told her to don't talk anymore, and they want them a lawyer. They want them an attorney. So they got them an attorney. But she did go publicly. She did talk to the news, and she was begging for her baby. I am going to tell you that the person that was doing some digging says that they had found blood in the laundry room. Now, I don't know whose blood it was. She said, I have two, SP. You have two what? You have two what, Tina? And so they dig up some of the backyard where they live at. Looks almost like the California City Boys house where Trezelle and Jacqueline live. And I was like, what the heck is going on? I mean, it's out in the desert, basically. Tina says, I have been watching this case like a hawk. Yes. Oh, you too. That's why you said you too. Okay. And what else did they say that is not adding up? They digged up some of the backyard. They said something about they found some blood. They said that she didn't have the baby at the ballpark. And a lot of people are saying that this baby was long gone before August the 3rd. And this is why they're not getting any hits. But I'm gonna move over to the side a little bit. And let me move over just a tad bit more. And I'm going to let you guys hear it for yourself.
Equipment for her steps.
I fell on the floor, and I said as I got up, I couldn't find my son.
A 7-month-old baby boy was reportedly kidnapped right out of this Big 5 parking lot. This is 7-month-old Emmanuel Haro, one of 5 children in this family from Cabazon, reportedly kidnapped last night in Yucaipa. Now, his mom told me that they were here last night at a nearby football stadium in Yucaipa with the other kids playing youth football, and she had to run down here to Big 5 to buy some equipment for her stepson, specifically a mouth guard. When she got here to the parking lot, she says that's when she noticed her 7-month-old's diaper needed to be changed. So she says she got out of her truck, went around to the back, and laid him down on the seat to change his diaper when she was attacked from behind.
I got him out of the car seat, and I laid him down and so I could get his diapers ready. And somebody said, "Hola," and that's all I remember. And I saw white. And a hearing sound, I fell on the floor, and I said as I got up, I couldn't find my son. I checked all around my truck, and I ran into Big 5, and I asked the lady if she saw a baby or someone with a baby. She said no. It was a happy boy. He smiled.
Whoever took our son, please give him back.
The search for this 7-month-old baby boy continues. Police and the family desperate to find out where he is.
I fell on the floor, and
Now, I will share with you what the grandmother says, so you guys can hear what grandma says also.
Thank you. Emmanuel is my grandson.
The little boy from Yucaipa.
From Yucaipa is my grandson. Please help us find him. You know, if you have him, please return him. We don't want nothing. We would not do anything. Just leave the baby somewhere where we can find him, somewhere that is safe for him. Please, I'm begging you to please just do the right thing for this baby. He's only a little baby. He doesn't know nothing, okay? He can't talk. He can't just say nothing, okay? So please just return the baby, please.
Emmanuel.
Haro, yes.
7 months old.
7 months old.
About 20 pounds.
20 pounds, yes.
Wearing a black Nike onesie.
Onesie, yes.
His mother?
She's not doing good, you know. She's heartbroken, you know.
She was injured.
Yes, she was injured. She was knocked out.
There's no video?
No video. Store doesn't have video.
Do we know exactly where it happened?
It's right here. The truck was parked here.
Here in this.
Right here in this parking space. The truck was parked here. And she got out of the truck to change the baby. And when she got out, she was trying to get the diapers, the bag, you know, to change the baby because he had pooped before she went into the store. Mm-hmm. And she said that all of a sudden, you know, they just say, "Hola," and, you know, they hit her and knocked her out. And she said, all I saw was white. She says, when I broke in too, you know, she started running into the store and asked if anybody had seen the baby. And they said no, so she ran all around the store looking for the baby or for somebody, you know, and called 911. That's all I can tell you.
Do we know how long she was unconscious, or was she unconscious?
She was unconscious. No.
Is there any witnesses that we know of?
No witness, no.
Any leads at all? Any the police? Any? Nothing.
They don't tell us nothing. That's the worst thing, you know, that they don't tell us nothing.
I'm so sorry for...
Keep your eyes open for this baby, please, just... No, we just lost a grandson. We just buried a grandson last Tuesday, but we can't go through this again. Please, just bring us the baby. Just tell us where he's at, you know, just leave him somewhere safe, please.
We're gonna do our best to help you.
Can't go through this again. Just
Okay. Oh, another thing, you guys, I need to share with you. That's the grandmother. But the father, I'm gonna share with you. The father is known and already have cases about hurting kids. He was supposed to do time. He pleaded guilty to it, and he's not did no time. 2 times he has been charged with willfully harming a child and can't be around the child. And that's pretty hard when they charge you and convict you of being around children, you know, and you have been already charged and been found guilty. And he pleaded guilty to it. You guys, the guy that was giving her that interview, the grandmother, he is really on this case. And not only that, he found cameras, because there's all kind of cameras. They don't tell the family, oh yeah, we do got video. So I'm pretty sure she said, play it forward. What do you mean, Lisa? I have a problem with that, because if he was not supposed to be around children, then why was he around children? Well, he was around his children. I don't know if, you know, if they just told him he wasn't a sexual abuser around that particular child that did get abused, that he did some harm to. And it wasn't sexual, you guys. It was abusive, like beating or something of that nature, you know, throwing the kid around or whatever. But like I said, okay, so they did find, I don't know whose blood it was, but they found blood in the laundry room. And then that guy went out to the house. And like I said, their house that they lived in, one or both are going to jail. Girl, what you think is both of them? Because I think you're right, Molly. I'm not judging right offhand. I just don't believe the story that she told, though. I'm just going to be honest with you guys. I can't be politically correct on this one. I don't think people, especially, I'm going to say Spanish babies, because at the end of the day, a lot of them is coming from Mexico over here, and there is a lot of children. Like, there is a ton of Spanish children that needs homes, that their moms and dad has been sent back by ICE, or, they didn't make it. And I'm just saying, the only thing that kind of troubled me is when someone said, hola. So she's making it seem like it was a Spanish person that took her child. Now, I'm not saying that Spanish people ain't going around stealing people's kids, but I just don't believe that. I just don't believe someone would say, hola, and have her turn around to hit her. I mean, does that make any sense? What do you guys believe? Molly says, yep, he hit her and she killed the baby. That's what Molly thinks. Tina says, yep. Yep. Tina says, I believe he done something to this baby. She's covering up and she's being abused. Take a look at her eye, both of them. Freddie says, right. I believe that one also. Molly says, remember Susan Smith that drowned her boys? She said it was a black man. Yeah, I remember that, Molly. I remember that. You guys, there was something else I needed to share with you guys. But I can't remember if it was her, but they said something about they just buried a child just prior to this, a grandchild. That's what the grandmother said. They just buried a grandchild prior to this situation. But not only that, and I can't tell you where I heard it from, and it's just from the grapevine, you guys. You know, once we look at a case and we starting to see things, you guys can tell me what you've heard, and I can tell you what I heard. But I heard that the mom, I guess she got hit or something and had some brain damage or something done. And I just didn't get all of the information. I didn't know if they were talking about the mom or the grandmother but you know, the family has came out and made a lot of interviews about, you know, what the mom done said. Tina says, this is not our first rodeo. Remember Malia Davis? Yeah. I know. But you know, that I thought about that, Tina. I remember when that boy, what was his name? I can't remember his name, but he said somebody drove him somewhere, hit him up, and he was knocked out and all this, and then he woke up and the baby was gone. I thought about that, you know, and they hurried up and handcuffed him and took him to jail. Tina said her brother is in jail for murder. Exactly. Her brother is in jail for murder. He murdered his girlfriend. Yep, sure did. Molly says, Freddie, I did too. But you know, Darian Vince, yes, that was his name, Darian Vince. But think about if this is every time when we see a case like this, we see so much of the same type of behavior, the same type of lies come out, or the story, or and then when it don't add up, now you guys are being professionals. You guys are professionals now because you dug into those cases prior to this situation, and now you don't sit back and go, OSP, I just truly believe the mom. I just believe somebody said Ola hit her and took her baby. You're not saying those things to me now. You're actually listen to what they said and be like, girl. And you know the sad thing about it? It was about 7:00 in the evening when this child was supposed to come up missing. And I thought, Molly says, guess not pillar of the community. SP, yes, for sure. We have heard that same story so many times. Hey, Passion, how you doing? It's the same type of baloney, yeah, that they think that we don't know, but we know. They wouldn't cry. They wouldn't cry. I don't know what the heck they were trying to prove. Now they are going to jail. Yeah. And there is some more coverage. The guy, I don't know his name, but that was talking to the grandmother. He is covering this case like white on rice. And I said, you go, boy. I mean, he is covering it, and he's Spanish. I think he's Mexican. But so I'm pretty sure that they'll probably talk to him. And hey, Sugar Mama, how you doing? Sugar Mama, I need to get in touch with you. I need to get in touch with you after the live. Because I think you the only one still ain't got your stuff or whatever. Anyway, you guys, what do you guys think? They're both going to jail or just one? Now, I'm going to share with you something. Now, Mexican men remind me of black men. They wouldn't steal anybody's child. The mother looks like she was hit in the face and only eye is slowing healing. Who really beat her up? Passion, I don't know if you was in here, but I had told you some things that I had told everybody, some things that I had found out, that she actually had that black eye. I think they said August the 3rd. She went to the doctor about that black eye. And we're seeing the healing of the black eye. Not, oh, she waited too long. She should have, and she could be getting beat by her man. She could, because he has cases about being abusive to the children. Y'all say they both going to jail. Well, you know what, you guys? I'm pretty sure the mom reminds me of how the baby, oh, that cute baby. What was that baby name that came up missing? And everybody just lost their mind about it. The little boy, Leela, whatever her name is, Lalia, or whatever her name was. And she was like, I will take myself to the jail. If I did anything to harm my baby, I will take myself. She reminds me of that girl. She's a pretty woman. Freddie say both of them are guilty. Whoever speaks first will get a deal. I hate to say it, but it's true. If she talks first, then they will cut her a deal. I think the mom will come out. I think she's missing her baby. I mean, I know they got 5 kids. Since Wednesday, she knows he has a record, so she taking the blame. Stupid. You talking about Leilani. Yeah, Leilani Simon. Leilani Simon. That's who she remind me of. Look at her again, you guys. Look at her. Here we go.
To buy some equipment for her steps.
I fell on the floor, and I said as I got up, I couldn't find my son.
A 7-month-old baby boy was reportedly kidnapped right out of this Big 5 parking lot. This is 7-month-old Emmanuel Haro, one of 5 children in this family from Cabazon, reportedly kidnapped last night in Yucaipa. Now, his mom told me that they were here last night at a nearby football stadium in Yucaipa. with the other kids playing youth football, and she had to run down here to Big Five to buy some equipment for her stepson, specifically a mouth guard. When she got here to the parking lot, she says that's when she noticed her 7-month-old's diaper needed to be changed. So she says she got out of her truck, went around to the back, and laid him down on the seat to change his diaper when she was attacked from behind.
I got him out of the car seat, and I laid him down and so I could get his diapers ready. And somebody said, "Hola," and that's all I remember. And I saw white. And a hearing sound, I fell on the floor, and I said, as I got up, I couldn't find my son. I checked around my truck, and I ran into Big Five, and I asked the lady if she saw a baby or someone with a baby. She said no. It was a happy boy. He smiled.
Whoever took our son, please give him back.
The search for this 7-month-old baby boy continues. Police and the family desperate to find out where he is.
I fell on the floor.
Wow. She keeps saying she fell on the floor. And that when you fall, she said, I fell on the floor. What she mean the floor? You mean the ground? See, I had a problem with her saying I fell on the floor. They said the baby is cross-eyed, but they didn't say that he was disabled. The dad did say he was crawling. And the dad, when the dad talk about the baby, he talks about the baby in the past tense. Like, oh, he used to crawl and he was, just like any other baby. He would, how did he say? I mean, the father would just say things like, Lisa Taylor says they're too calm. Y'all did something to that baby, and we know it. Y'all did something to that baby, and we know it. Sit down somewhere and shut up. Well, if they shut up, you can hang it up. I don't know, you guys. I look at it like this. Did anybody see where they lived at? I was charging up my phone. So they were given the let me see if I can find it on my phone. Emmanuel. Yeah. It's a cute baby. It's a cute baby. He's a cute baby, but they said that the baby is cross-eyed. And the mom, she just, let's see the news coverage. Let's see what they say 5 hours ago. Okay. A mom says her baby was kidnapped. Her story is inconsistent. Officials have not ruled out foul play in the disappearance of a 7-month-old baby after his mother said he was kidnapped outside a store in California. Accordingly to the release from the San Bernardino County Sheriff Department, August the 14th, before 8 p.m. local time, Rebecca Haro said her infant was kidnapped outside a retail store on Ukaipo Boulevard, 10 miles east of San Bernardino. She told the police she was standing outside her car changing her son Emmanuel's diaper when a man assaulted her and knocked her unconscious. When she regained consciousness, her son was gone. That's the same story that Darian Vince said. I've had plenty of black eyes in my life due to domestic violence. That eye is healing. It's not a recent black eye. Has COS stepped in and taken custody of the other children yet? Yes. Yes, they have. I think the 2-year-old is taken. That's what I heard. Now, this is what the San Bernardino County put out on August the 14th at about 7:47 p.m. Deputies from the the station, where is it called? UPC, UCPA station responded to the 34,000 block regarding a reporting of a missing 7-year-old boy. This is an active investigation and we are seeking the public help in locating him. You guys, I don't think this is going to end well. I just don't believe it. But the police said they're interviewed multiple people, including both of Emmanuel's parents, Jake, that's the father, and Rebecca. During those interviews, Rebecca was confronted with inconsistencies in her initial statement and declined to continue with the interview, the sheriff department said in a release. Investigators have not ruled out foul play. In the interview with the local TV stations outside the store, Rebecca appeared with a black eye, which she said she got from the assault. She called on anyone with information to come forward. I took him out of the car seat and laid him on the chair. Now it's the chair. Why would she lay him on the chair? Laid him on the chair. Okay, anyway. I had his diaper right here and someone said, "Hola." I couldn't even turn. I don't remember nothing, Rebecca told several news outlets. The family was in the arena for another child's football practice, Rebecca said. Emmanuel Haro was last seen wearing a black Nike onesie. He is about 24 inches tall. He has brown hair and brown eyes and is cross-eyed, according to the police. As of August the 17th, investigators were still searching for the infant. Police said in an update, K9 scent tracking dogs were used in the area, police said. We appreciate the community's understanding as we work around the clock to locate the victim, the sheriff department said. Anyone with information should call the sheriff. And then it says that this story has been updated to add new information, and that went out on the at 12:41. How is the community aiding? What are the inconsistencies did the police find in the mother's account? It says police identified inconsistencies in Rebecca's account regarding the alleged kidnapping of her 7-month-old son. After Rebecca reported that her son was kidnapped outside a store, she claimed a man attacked her while she was changing her son's diaper, causing her to lose consciousness. Upon regaining consciousness, she realized her son was missing. However, during police interview, her statement shows discrepancies and she chose not to continue with the interview. When confronted about these inconsistencies, this development, along with her appearance in local news with visible injuries, has led investigators to continue their search while not ruling out foul play. The investigation has revealed some complex elements, including police using K9 scent tracking dogs and conducting interviews with both parents and other interviews with individuals. Despite these efforts, there is still a high level of uncertainty with the police urging the community for further information to aid in locating Emmanuel. The unsettling nature of this case underscores the need for clarity as police work tirelessly to solve this mystery. 7-month-old still missing after mom said he was kidnapped from car. She says, I wonder if, okay, hold on. Let me see what you're saying. She's not even slinging snot. Freddie, you're something else. I report said CPS removed one child. Yes. That's all I heard was one child was taken. I wonder if authorities have talked to any other people that was at the football field. Yes, they have. Somebody was on Facebook said, they said, I live here in uh I guess that little town, and she did not have that baby at the football uh arena. That's what the person said. And I was like, I was on it. I was like, yo, I won. Okay, Tina says, yo, they lawyered up. They wanted to give them a lie detector test, but the husband said no until we got a lawyer. Get a lawyer. She's lying. She can't seem to get her lies straight. Y'all think the mama lying? Yeah. Well, you never know. You never know how this is going to turn out, you know. But after 48 hours, you can almost can know it's not going to turn out good. Reports say no one saw the baby at the football game. Exactly. That's what I that's what I heard. Nobody. Let me see if we can hear what the authorities saying. So it could. I think with the father, referring to the baby as past tense, um that they already did a vigil for Emmanuel. They already did a vigil for this baby. Yeah. So they said Emmanuel's aunt speaks. Let me see what the aunt say. Let's see here. Oh Lord. Hold on. I don't know how I can get the volume up. They saying that Jake's ex was at the football field. And Jake's ex says that the baby was not there. Oh man, I want to hear it. Why we can't hear it? Oh my goodness. I don't know why we can't hear what they're saying. Dang it. Oh, I'm trying to. I wonder why we can't hear this. That's crazy.
So, as any mom would,
Okay, hold on.
crazy because a lot of you women are judging her for even changing a baby's diaper in the car, which is mind-boggling because if there's no vacuum, you're gonna do what you have to do to take care of your child one way or another. She's a great mother, so everything you guys are saying about her, first of all, you don't know her, and show some compassion. Like she just had her son taken from her, and also back to what I was saying. So she realized that he had into the bathroom on himself. Of course, he's a baby, and she laid him down in the back. Her back was turned. She was about to change him. She was getting everything prepared, and she felt like a tap on her shoulder. She turned around, and all she heard was "Hola." And before she could even see this person, acknowledge this person, whatever the case may be, um, he socked her in the face, and she ended up blacking out. He knocked her out, and she fell to the floor. And next thing you know, as she came to, she woke up. She was looking around for the baby. The baby was gone. She started panicking, screaming, crying. She called the police. She ran into Big Five to see if they had cameras outside or if anybody had witnessed anything. And nobody apparently didn't see anything. And then there's no cameras outside. However, we're so baffled because how are there no cameras outside? Like, in cases like this, like, what are people supposed to do? Um, sorry. Um,
Yeah, this is Jake's
so
sister.
after that,
How does she know? She
my
wasn't
brother
there.
told me that he had realized that his wife wasn't back because by that time it was already 8 o'clock and she had left around 7. And and he said that he ended up calling her, and she picked up the phone and she was hysterical and he couldn't even understand her. So the police had took the phone from her and told my brother what had transpired. And he had his ex-wife there because they had a son together, and his ex-wife and her boyfriend ended up driving my brother to Big Five. And ever since then, we've been looking for Emmanuel. We've been giving out flyers. People came out, prayed for us, prayed for Emmanuel. It's been a very hard time for our family. I haven't slept. My brother hasn't slept. There's a lot of discussion on whether my nephew is special needs. Um, he is late in development, but as far as we know, the doctors say that he's in great health. He's fine. He just has a lazy eye, and that made him more beautiful than anybody I know because I loved him so much.
Wow. Wow. Well, that was good. Hold on, you guys. Hold on. I got to get some information. Okay. Tina says that is Jake's sister that is talking. I call him Jake from State Farm. Passion says, I believe she is just telling what she was told live. I'm wondering if the baby was at the funeral. She probably said to her kids, you better not say anything, pointing her finger at them. Well, that the search, let's see here on this Instagram, you guys, really quick to see what they say.
Where we live. I am here with mom and dad and the whole family where the incident happened. Channel 5 is on their way. Channel 7 is here. We just need prayers.
She looked like she's got a black eye on both eyes.
7-month-old baby Emmanuel to be found safely. Here in the parking lot at Big 5, she came here to get a mouth guard for her husband's son for football. He plays at the 7th Street Park. She came here and the baby was questioning. He falls asleep on the car ride. She got a mouth guard here. This one, and she was in the back of the car. That's what we did to the baby. When did they put the issue?
Yeah, she gonna go down. This woman, oh my goodness, this is gonna be horrible, you guys. This is gonna be bad. It's on Instagram, it's on Facebook, it's everywhere. Well, let me see. She talked right here.
He was abducted last night in front of the Big 5. Now, there are stories going around that some of you have fabricated, and I'm just on here just to tell you guys what transpired. So, my sister-in-law and my brother, they were at my older nephew's football practice, and he needed a new mouth guard. So instead of taking everybody, my sister-in-law opted to go, and she only took the baby, which is Emmanuel. And when she got there, she realized the baby had went to the bathroom in his diapers. So, as any mom would, which is crazy because a lot of you women are judging her for even changing a baby's diaper in the car, which is mind-boggling because if there's no bathroom, you're gonna do what you have to do to take care of your child one way or another. She's a great mother, so
She making it sound like we're bashing the mom for changing the baby's diaper.
first of all, you don't know her, and show some compassion. Like she just had her son taken from her, and also back to what I was saying. So she realized that he had went to the bathroom on himself. Of course, he's a baby. And
Went to the bathroom on himself. He's 7 months.
she laid him down in the back. Her back was turned. She was about to change him. She was getting everything prepared. And she felt like a tap on her shoulder. She turned around and all she heard was "Hola." And before she could even see this person, acknowledge this person, whatever the case may be, he socked her in the face, and she ended up blacking out. He knocked her out, and she fell to the floor. And
If it was a quick run to the store to pick up a mouth guard, why did she just leave the baby there with the dad?
The baby was gone. She started panicking, screaming, crying. She called the police. She ran into Big Five to see if they had cameras outside or if anybody had witnessed anything. And nobody apparently didn't see anything. And then there's no cameras outside. There. However, we're so baffled because
But I bet you they talking to them other kids.
outside. Like in cases like this, like what are people supposed to do? Um, sorry.
So I'm going to ask this question. Since you guys are already saying the mama did something, they're both going to jail, what sense? Come on, you guys. What sense does it make for her to go all the way to the Big Five and be in her car to say, oh, somebody hit me and took my baby? That doesn't make sense to me. Like, well, how would she not know if there was no cameras to see that? You guys understand what I'm saying? It's like if I went to the store and I wanted to say, oh, yeah, somebody carjacked me. I wouldn't do that because I know that they got cameras probably all in the parking lot somewhere. And even though that they said there's no cameras, there's cameras. Trust me, there's cameras. It's good to do diaper change on the baby. That is not the issue. I get that. I understand that. But tell me, you guys, wouldn't that be weird for someone to go to a known name store and just make an allegation like somebody came up and hit me? That's weird. No, nobody at the Big Five store saw her. And did you see the missing flyer? It's weird. Yes, I did. Yes. I'm just wondering. I mean, did you guys think about that? Now think about it. Would you go to the store and then go, oh, somebody took my baby, somebody hit me, and I fell to the ground and fell to the floor, and now my baby missing? It's not. Trust and believe they've got to have cameras. They've got to have cameras. They probably telling her they don't have cameras, but they got cameras. Because the store where they're at, I hear that. Okay, let's look up some of the stores. The Big Five store where Emmanuel came up missing. Let's see. Where is it at? It's the Big Five sporting goods store. The Big Five sporting goods store. Okay. I'm gonna write this down. I wrote down the address, you guys. Yosemite Boulevard. It was 7:47. The incident occurred around 7:47. It says there is also information emerging about Emmanuel's father, Jake, having a prior conviction for felony willful child cruelty. They already know. You know, all these stories have all these stores have cameras looking at their parking lot. Yeah, they do. And so that's why I'm asking y'all, like, why would she make up a story like that at a store? It would have been different if she would have been on the side of the highway. I mean, that would have been more believable, or you know, or you know, or you know, something of that nature. You say you need to see the flyer. Okay, let me take a picture of it and zoom in on it so you can see it. Oh, yeah, I'll take a picture of it. Let me zoom in on it. I don't know if you'll be able to see it if I zoom in on it, but I'll zoom as much as I can. When I zoom in on it, it don't look too good. Let me see if I can find another one. Why didn't, even if the stores don't have cameras, cameras are on the street lights. Exactly. You're right. You are right. Okay. Huh. I'm trying to get it in there. Uh why didn't the park in front of the store is my question. Why didn't she park in She did park in front of the store, Miss Dee Dee. I thought about it, but if people covering up for a man, they didn't be thinking straight. I thought about it, but if people covering up for a man, they don't be thinking straight. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying it doesn't make sense for her to make up a story like that. And remember she said they were right there in front of the store and that's where she parked at. Let me let y'all see it again.
in Yucaipa, California.
The mother of Rebecca's mom. Jake is, Emmanuel is my grandson.
The little boy from Yucaipa.
From Yucaipa is my grandson. Please help us find him. You know, if you have him, please return him. We don't want nothing. We would not do anything. Just leave the baby somewhere where we can find him, somewhere that is safe for him. Please, I'm begging you to please just do the right thing for this baby. He's only a little baby. He doesn't know nothing, okay? He can't talk. He can't just say nothing, okay? So please just return the baby, please.
Emmanuel.
Haro, yes.
7 months old.
7 months old.
About 20 pounds.
20 pounds, yes.
Wearing a black Nike onesie.
Onesie, yes.
His mother?
She's not doing good, you know. She's heartbroken, you know.
She was injured.
Yes, she was injured. She was knocked out.
There's no video?
No video. The store doesn't have video.
Do we know exactly where it happened?
It's right here. The truck was parked here.
Here in this.
Right here in this parking space. The truck was parked here. And she got out of the truck to change the baby.
Okay, did y'all see where the grandma say she was parked at? So Didi says, no, she was parked at the end of the store. Well, yeah, but right in the front. I mean, of course you're not going to park right directly in front. I mean, people got to walk out and all that. But she wasn't at the back of the store. She said, I'm searching for it now. Hey, Phyllis, how you doing? I think he did something to the child and she trying to save him because of his record. Wow. And let her child. I mean, but that doesn't even make sense, you guys. Think about it. If you're going to lie about something, why would you say the store, knowing that all stores have cameras? If they don't have cameras, the other store have cameras. If they don't have cameras, the other store have cameras. And sometimes when you think it's like a light pole, it's really a camera up there. Why would she go to the store and say, oh, somebody hit me and knocked me out and took my child? They say hola and took my child. Why would she make that up? Not knowing that, how does she know that there's no cameras? She wouldn't know that. I'm just saying, she wouldn't know if there was cameras. They might say, oh, there's no cameras, but there's some cameras. Trust and believe there's cameras, y'all. You can't tell me that there's not going to be no cameras. But the ex was there saying that that baby wasn't there at the football field when they were there. The ex said that. I'm just saying. Why Wonder says, Ola, it's because the baby is in the landfill now. Why do you say that, Why Wonder? Thank you for showing up. Why do you say that? Well, you know, the four things got me wondering. The first thing that got me wondering is how the father says the baby crawl and, you know. Don said, I was there. Don, you was there. I was there. There are no cameras in that parking lot. You was there. Yeah, he have kids by her too. I think it's a son. He have kids by the ex. That's who drove him to the big five. But Don say he was there and there's no cameras in the parking lot. Okay. But there's cameras across the street. That they said that there's other stores that have cameras. And one thing about cameras is, as long as it's face that direction, oh, they can zoom in on that camera. Big five cameras is only on the rear. But isn't there other cameras? Other stores have cameras. They were too lazy to dig a hole. Just my opinion. He's in the landfill. You was there. What did the mother seem to be like when you was there, Don? The bank across the street being closed for years. The liquor store cameras point towards the doors. They said that there are some cameras in that parking lot. Let me see. 34,000 you Caban. I don't know. That ain't no. 34,000. It says you Cape. 34,000 you Cape. I was not there while that family was there. Oh, okay. That's cool though. I'm looking to see right now. They got a Audi's over there. Right above that parking space was a camera. Now it's just a camera bracket. Right above that parking space was a camera. Now it's just a camera bracket. Oh, you Cape. Cameras might be on the light posts in the parking lot. Yeah. I mean, there's all kind of things there I see. I see it. They got a TJ Maxx over there, Estrado's Supermarket, Staters Bros Market, UCAPE Farm Fresh Produce, Vaughn's. Said there are license plate readers in every main street in UCAPE. That's how they knew she was lying. What did they find out about the license plate? Let me see. Let me see here. It's called the Big Five. Her timeline didn't add up. Huh. Freddie says, I believe her. Her time didn't line up. Her timeline didn't line up. Okay. Um, I'm wondering if Steve is going to get on this case because he does pretty good. He does pretty good with following this case. So she went to the game with the baby, but did not think people at the game would notice not having the baby. She left the park at 7 p.m. It takes her 5 minutes to get to Big Five. She didn't call 911 till 7:48. Oh, why wonder? Okay. Okay, why wonder? That is right. Okay, see? And what time do they open and close? Oh, they close at 8:30. Okay. Huh. That right there does not make any sense. That doesn't make sense if you leave at 7 and you go directly there to get, a mouthpiece for your child to play. The reason why you're in the parking lot, and then you decide, oh, let me change the baby 48 minutes. You don't call the police until 7:48. Okay. Well, you leave at 7, take your 5-minute drive to get down there, right? You get down there, it's 7:05. You get out to change the baby's diaper. Okay, I give you 10 more minutes. So now it's 7:15. It's 7:15. I don't think she would be knocked out for no whole 30 minutes or 15, even 15 minutes. So she went to the game with the baby, but did not think people would see her. Yeah. Heck, 5 minutes if you driving from the passenger side. Heck, 5 minutes if you driving from the passenger side. Huh? If it took her 5 minutes to get down to the store, she went about 7. And then she didn't call the police until 7:48. Ooh, that's a long time. That's 48 minutes. Meaning it didn't even take 5 minutes. Heck, five. Oh, okay. I got you. I got you. The game ended at 8 o'clock. There would be no need for her to get a mouth guard. The game ended at 8. Well, she went about 7. She make it to the store about 7:05, 7:10, 7:15. We give her 15 minutes. Get out the car. She's changing the baby. Get hit. And I seen some bruising underneath both eyes. Actually, both eyes look like they been bruised. It's just the one on her. Would it be her? Let me look at her picture again. On her right is really big, but the one on her left eye is around her eye. Right? Yeah. Anyway, you guys, this is sad. This is terrible. This is terrible. This is horrible. And the baby looked just like the daddy. The baby looked just like the daddy. Right. That black eye was from August the 3rd. That's what I tried to tell them. Anyway, we're going to follow this case, you guys. You guys want to follow this case? All the pictures, they said that the baby did have a delay in, growth. But other than that, he was a fine baby. He's just his eyes was crossed. It's sad. Oh boy, it's so sad. Way to open remote isolated area out here. We won't know till they turn up pressure. Well, they went to her house and I guess they dug up some of the backyard, but they didn't find anything. They did say something. Somebody reported and said that there was a finding of blood in the laundry room. But I mean, that could be anybody's blood or whatever. Hold on, I'm looking at something else here. Um, there's a picture here, you guys. Let me share this. There's a picture here, and it says the inconsistencies found in the statement by mom of missing baby, San Bernardino County. I guess she was at the store at one point in time, and she must have carried the baby in the store because they have a picture of her. Hold on. I'm just sharing this with you guys. They got a picture of the mama carrying the baby in the store. Now, I don't know if that's her because She says share. Okay. Let me take a picture of it. Oh, God. Let me take a picture. Okay. I took a picture of it. Is the picture blurry? Yeah, it is a little blurry. It's just showing the back of her. But I'm going to share it with you guys. Hold on. Let me go get it. Let me go grab it. Let me get it. Can y'all still hear me while I'm looking for this picture? Because I got the picture. I just downloaded it. Y'all can still hear me when okay, I got the picture. Let me bring it up. Let me bring it up. Let's see here. Picture, image. Okay, y'all see it? Do y'all see it? Police are saying that the parents have cameras around their house, but the footage was erased. Oh, really? Okay. See, I'm going to blow this picture up a little bit because I want to see. I want to see this picture. I see someone carrying a baby. Yeah. They're trying to say that was her, but I don't know because she's got something on her hair. But that's the baby. She say that picture is from inside the house and it's old. Oh. The house have floors like that? Ah, I don't know. Why wonder? I don't know. That looks like that's in a store or something. I don't know. I know it couldn't have been that day. Oh, they got cameras. I see a picture of the car when it was parked right where they said it was parked at. I see a picture. And I see somebody standing there. They're saying she got 47 minutes uncountable for. Huh. She said that's early from earlier the week. Missing baby. Let me see what this says real quick. See what this.
The father of missing 7-month-old Emmanuel Haro out of California, Jake Haro, has quite the rap sheet. Emmanuel went missing on August 14th after his mother, Rebecca Haro, claimed that she was attacked in a parking lot and Emmanuel was kidnapped. Since then, law enforcement has revealed that foul play cannot be ruled out because of inconsistencies in Rebecca's statement. However, now we're learning that Jake Haro has charges of willful child cruelty. So here we see that the formal felony complaint was made in 2021. Jake spent about 180 days in jail, found guilty and sentenced to a prison term of 72 months that was suspended, and then got probation of 48 months. We have an additional felony complaint filed in July of 2024 and an arrest for, here you can see the charges. If you want to pause and read these, go ahead, because I don't think I can say this on here. And then it says, not guilty, August 2024. This is active and a felony. So considering that his 7-month-old baby is now missing and the mother is alleging that she was attacked and the baby was kidnapped, that is quite interesting. So let me know what your thoughts are down below in the comments.
Oh, she did.
This mother and her 10-month-old baby were murdered by the cartel. 16-year-old
We don't want to hear about the cartel.
Alyssa Perez was found deceased.
Oh, Lord. That
doxing everybody's location is scary as hell because, like, no matter if you're a regular citizen or like a politician or a celebrity,
people just keep on talking, don't they?
I can't believe I'm about to say this, but
I want to hear about Emmanuel. I thought she had something, because she got a picture. So I don't know how they come up with that interview with the mom is strange. It is very strange. Let's visit. Let's visit.
We have an update from the authorities about the case of 7-month-old missing Emmanuel. There are red flags all over this case, and we are apparently not the only ones that think so. Local police has released a statement, and what they have said is very telling, and we are not the only ones thinking that things do not sit right with the mother and the father. 7-month-old Emmanuel was taken in the Big 5 parking lot, according to the mother. She heard someone say "Hola," hit her. She has a black eye in the front, fell to the floor, and when she got up, Emmanuel was gone. The parents themselves have released this flyer right here saying missing kid Emmanuel, 7 months old, and the contact is the dad's phone number and the mother's phone number, but no authorities' phone number attached. The authorities have released this statement saying, based on the circumstances, Sheriff's Specialized Investigation Division responded and assisted with the investigation. Investigators have interviewed multiple individuals, including Emmanuel's parents, Jack and Rebecca. During the interviews, Rebecca was confronted with inconsistencies in her initial statement and declined to continue with the interview.
if they choose the Filipino guy to become the next,
she's got 2 black eyes. She's got 2 black eyes. See, I'm
Pope,
you
the
know,
Philippines is finna
I'm not going to say that she's not being abused by the man. Of course, she's probably getting a black eye from him, and that probably making it where she does not want to tell what happened to her child or whatever. And he probably put her up to coming up with a story, because sooner or later you have to say something when the child is missing, you know. Yeah, you have to say something. You just can't be like, well, where's your child at? Everybody's going to be wondering where the child is, and you've got other kids at home. And but I'm pretty sure that they talk to the kids and ask the kids what's going on, you know? She says, wait, if she received the black eye, why don't she have any other scratches from this? There is cameras at the jewelry store. It's down further, is in the store, but it's at another part of the store. But you guys, I just asked you one question, and if you could answer that question for me, I would be grateful. I would be so grateful. Hold on, let me see this. Mrs. 7 month old. Okay. It says we have an update. So there is a video. I'm telling you, there's a camera.
We have an update from the authorities about the case of 7-month-old missing Emmanuel. There are
Okay, woman, you done said it twice. You putting out the same picture, but I'm not understanding. I'm not understanding. Yeah, they digging up the backyard. Oh, the baby is so cute. It sounds like you guys. I just want you to answer one question for me. Come on. They have footage of her from August the 3rd with the black eye. Yes, yes, yes. But I just wondered, why would a mom that if your kid is deceased or whatever, or you got beat, or the man beat the child to death, something, I don't know what happened, but why would you go to a store not knowing they don't have cameras, not knowing, and say that somebody came up to you, hit you, and then took your child? What would make you say something of that nature? Because you don't know if they don't have cameras. So why would she put herself in a predicament to say that? You know what I'm saying? Like, I know y'all sitting there saying, well, people don't make sense when they're being abused and they don't know. Like, no, you're going to think about cameras. You're going to think about cameras. Unless they staged it to happen. And so if the camera did catch it, because why would she go to the store? You know what I'm saying? Like, you could have done that 20, 30 years ago. You could have done that and the store wouldn't have cameras. But the stores have cameras now because the simple fact, people break in cars, fact, people rob stores. And when they come out, they want to know which way they went. They want to know what car they got into, what the license plate looked like, whatever, you know. Lisa said they probably scoped it out first. Okay. But even if you scope it out, you still not going to be able to identify every camera. You know what I'm saying? Because here in the town where I stay at, there's some, like, even on the highway, you don't see cameras on the highway. Trust and believe they're there. They're in things in places like I showed you guys before. And I can drive there right now, and you'll be like just driving down the street thinking that it's just a regular highway, and I'll show you. I say, oh, looky there. You think that's an owl. That's not an owl. That's a camera. And you'd be like, really? I said, yeah, let's come back tomorrow. You'll see it still sitting there. It'd be still sitting there. I think he killed the baby and he beat her into staging this whole thing. Yes. Now you're thinking. I think he did. I think that's kind of probably what happened, you know? Like, you know, she's not going to get out of this just, you know, free and clear. And if he goes down, like, she's going to have to go down with him, you know? And then maybe she had a doll instead of a baby. Well, I don't know. I know that shirt wasn't the same shirt she was wearing when the baby came up missing. She was wearing a brown shirt, and that's a pink shirt. So I'm like, no, that's got to be a whole different day, you know? But you guys think sometimes, you know, like these women, when I look at him sitting there, let me remove that, and sitting there looking at her, it just reminds me of that boy in Las Vegas when you know, he's sitting there talking about, you know, we hate to hear these stories, but we hear them. And then, you know, it comes out. The truth comes out, you know. But I think this is going to be one of them cases where it's going to be hard to find. And the reason why I say that is because if she had that black eye way back August the 3rd, and it's now August 18th, that gives 15 days. They ahead 15 days. So what the one person in the chat said, I think it was Why Wonder. Why Wonder said the baby's in the landfill. Yeah. Yeah, he has a history of beating kids. And the sister-in-law, which is a sister, said the baby had pottied on himself. And I'm thinking, the baby's 7 months old. Of course the baby gonna poop on himself. Baby don't know how to change his own diaper. Baby don't know to take the diaper off. Baby can't even walk yet. You know, kids don't walk until they hitting almost that 1 year old. I mean, there's some that, you know, that start walking a little early, but 7 months. I bet you guys, when this story ends, it's gonna be because the baby kept crying and he was jealous of the baby, or the baby wasn't his baby, and all kind of stuff gonna come out, you know. I feel sorry for this whole family, but I can't say I have sympathy for him, you know. I just feel sorry for this baby to be missing. Let me see who this is right here. Because this person's saying something. I don't know. Let me see who this is. TikTok be doing some stuff.
The mother of this missing child was confronted by law enforcement with inconsistencies in her initial statement and declined to finish the interview with law enforcement. According to Ucaipa police on Thursday, August 14th, deputies in Ucaipa were dispatched to a retail business after Rebecca Haro reported that while she stood outside her vehicle changing her child's diaper, she was physically assaulted by an unknown male and rendered unconscious. When she awoke, her 7-month-old infant, Emmanuel Haro, was gone. Deputies and canine units from San Bernardino, hope I pronounced that right, and Riverside counties responded and began an extensive search. Emmanuel was not located. Investigators interviewed.
Oh, she just telling a story.
Emmanuel's parents, Jake and Rebecca Haro. During those interviews, like I said, Rebecca was confronted with inconsistencies.
Yeah, she just telling. That's everything about the baby. All right, you guys. This is the case. We're going to. They said justice for Emmanuel. Cute baby. I don't know nobody that's running around hitting people in the head and taking their child. So, yeah, they said that they found blood. They found traces of blood, 2-year-old removed baby. Oh, this lady said they found blood. Let me see. Well, she said they found blood. Hold on. Oh, no.
Hey, young fella, what's good? Hey, much love, gang. Hey, y'all don't step on me. I'm Steve George, the change national. What you? Not you. No, that's my name on the internet, blood. I'm a Zoe, man. I just want to say much love, respect, and I'm happy you out. Stay blessed, you know. Love. I'm a Zoe Haitian, all that. You know what it is. I'm out of here. Hey, young fella, what's good? Hey, much love, gang. Hey, y'all don't step on me. I'm Steve George, the change national. What you? Not you. No, that's my name on the internet, blood. I'm a Zoe, man. I just want to say much love, respect, and I'm happy you out. Stay blessed, you know. Love. I'm a Zoe Haitian, all that. You know what it is. I'm out of here. Hey, young fella, what's good?
What did we just see?
Okay, you guys. That's it. I was looking up something. They had some stuff on Young Thug real quick. It sounds like they don't care and have no care in the world at all. That guy has a history. Yes. I don't see anything else about the baby. I was just looking and they said that there was blood. I told you guys that already. I want to hear what the father said though. That's what I'm looking for. I want to hear what he has to say.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the news at 10. I'm Bree Winter. And hi, I'm Courtney Friel, in tonight for Rick Chambers. Now at 10 o'clock, where is baby Emmanuel? It has been over 48 hours since anyone has seen the 7-month-old who was reported missing by his mother in San Bernardino County. And tonight, investigators saying they cannot rule out foul play in his disappearance. The boy's mother says that she was attacked Thursday in the parking lot of a Big Five in Ucaipa, and that the attacker took off with her baby. Now, deputies say there are inconsistencies with her account of what happened. KTLA5 Sarah Welch joins us live in San Bernardino with the latest on this story. Hi, Sarah. Hey, Clark, good evening. Investigators say when they confronted Rebecca Haro about inconsistencies within her initial statement that she refused to continue any questioning. And tonight the grandmother has confirmed to us that the couple is no longer cooperating with investigators and has lawyered up just hours after they made that desperate public plea for their son's safe return.
It's just a baby. Just give our son back, please.
Where is 7-month-old Emmanuel? His parents, Jake and Rebecca Haro, say someone kidnapped their baby outside this Big Five in Yucaipa after assaulting Rebecca Haro and knocking her out cold.
I was gonna get the diaper and somebody said hola, and I didn't see nothing since. I woke up right here on the floor. And I didn't see Emmanuel.
Haro says she was parked in front of the store about to change her son's diaper when someone came up behind and assaulted her. She claimed she was struck in the face but wasn't able to get a look at who did it before they took off with her son. But investigators say there are inconsistencies with Haro's initial statement, and because of that, they cannot rule out foul play.
They're not gonna hurt their baby. That couple were just homebodies.
The baby's grandmother is adamant the couple is innocent. She says Emmanuel is her daughter's pride and joy and that she waited years to have a baby boy of her own. The grandmother also says investigators asked her daughter to take a lie detector test, but her husband said no until they had a lawyer.
She's just going crazy, she can't handle it anymore.
She says her daughter is receiving death threats and her 2-year-old has been removed from the home. As the search for baby Emmanuel goes on 48 hours after his mother claims someone ran off with him. And we have learned tonight that the baby's father does have a criminal record, and the grandmother told us that investigators were out at the couple's home in Cabazon, searching the home with cadaver dogs and also digging up parts of the property. We tried to reach out to San Bernardino County investigators for any information on that, but they aren't taking any more questions today. Meantime, they are asking anyone with any information about this case, anyone with any information on the whereabouts of baby Emmanuel, to give them a call. And you can do it anonymously by calling 1-800-78-CRIME. Karina Court will send it back to you in Hollywood.
To be continued. Sarah, thank you so much.
Okay, I want to hear about this.
6:33 right now. There are several new developments in the search for this missing baby boy. Now, his mother first told deputies that she was attacked and that her baby was kidnapped from a parking lot in Yucaipa. But now, investigators say she's not been able to keep her story straight. NBC4's Lauren Coronado was live in our newsroom with how deputies are responding this morning. Lynette, a spokesperson for the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department, tells us the couple's 2-year-old was taken by Riverside Child Protective Services over the weekend. And just last night, detectives were at the family's home in Cabazon. This was just after 7 o'clock last night. Witnesses say they saw detectives talking with the missing baby's father right outside the home. Also last night, as the search continues for 7-month-old Emmanuel Haro, community members came together for a vigil demanding answers. This was at Big Five Sporting Goods in Yucaipa, where Emmanuel's mother, Rebecca Haro, says she was attacked in the parking lot Thursday, knocked unconscious, and woke up to find baby Emmanuel missing. Our team spoke with Rebecca Friday.
I don't remember nothing. I got up off the floor and I didn't see my child. Someone took him from me.
Rebecca has not spoken publicly since, and apparently she's not saying much to detectives either. A spokesperson for the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department says last week detectives confronted Rebecca with inconsistencies to her initial statement, and she declined to continue with an interview. Now, a national children's advocacy and violence prevention group says it's calling off its search for the baby and pulling its reward offer. This after Rebecca's story began changing and after Emmanuel's 2-year-old sister was removed again from the Haro home by CPS. Of course, if you have any information about where the baby is, or if you saw something at Big Five in Yucaipa last Thursday, police want to hear from you. Reporting live in the newsroom, I'm Lauren Coronado for Today in LA. All right, Lauren, thank you for that. A disturbing sex trafficking.
Okay. All right. Wow. Anyway, you guys, We're going to stay on this case, and I will, if you guys hear anything, come back on in. We'll come up on here and chop it up, find out what you learned, what I learned. And yes, I think it is just a matter of time. Both of them's gonna get get arrested. This don't sound right. Would she really go around the ex-girlfriend at the practice with the black eye? Nope. That explains why she wasn't at the park. They were shown a video during questioning, and the mother got upset, but no one knows what that video was about. Miss Dee Dee! Really? Huh? Finally caught it live. I was off today. Thanks for having me. Hey, Gabby girl. She said, yes, please follow. Yes. It breaks my heart to see another baby lost due to domestic. Yeah. Did you see that her brother just got sent to prison for murder? Yep. Does anybody know the jewelry store name? There's a camera right there, and it faces the parking lot of the same guy that was interviewing the grandma is the same guy that found that camera. Don says it's Marlene's jewelry. Okay, let's look it up. Let me see. Marlena's jewelry. Marlene's jewelry in California. Let's see. Yep, it's right there. But it says it's closed. Open 10:30 a.m. Tuesday. So now I'm going to say. I still didn't find what I'm looking for there. Huh. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Marlena's jewelry right there. Well, hold on. No, I don't see. Oh, I see Big Lots. Oh, Big Five. Okay, hold on. Marlena's jewelry. That's a flag. Big Five and Big Lot is right next door. And then there's AutoZone. It says Big Five right there. So Big Lots and Big Five is an AutoZone, Big Lots. You can't tell me there's no cameras over here. You just can't tell me that. Y'all tripping. What? The jewelry store is next to the parking lot over. Camera facing the door. Light sensors is on the side of the Big Lot. Well, you got cameras at AutoZone. I see them. You got cameras at AutoZone. You got cameras at AutoZone. I'm looking. There's no way in the world. Oh, look at the mountains. Look so beautiful. And then all these stores over here. You got a liquor store right there. And then have a great day. You can't tell me that there's no cameras. I'm just going to look for a minute, you guys. There's cameras. Big Lot, Big Five Sporting. Big Five Sporting. Let me go up a little bit. Big Lot. That tree is blocking everything. Okay, there's the Big Five right there. Okay, there's the jewelry store. There's the flag. And there's Big Five. Huh. And if there's bad clothing, data. And then you got Big Lot. And you got Big Lots right there. She say exactly those bushes block any view. I walked the whole parking lot and videoed it on another channel before I found this channel. Man. Batty on his cameras inside. Yeah, but you got to think about there's that liquor store across the street. Did you guys check out the liquor store that's across the street? They always have a camera. There's 2 liquor stores. Ain't no way in the world facing their entrance door. Bank been closed for years. I see that. I would like to take a look at this closer. Don, when you going back out there? See, that right there is a camera right there. That's got to be a camera right there. And they got right there on the parking lot, it says that it's cameras. In the parking lot at Baddie's Clothing, Bad Clothing Store. Even in the parking lot at Big Lot, I can go back out there. When you going back out there? When you going back out there? We can go live. I can't believe this. I can't believe that this woman would go out to a store. And is it just her luck that they don't have no cameras? Big Lot's been closed for a while. It's an empty building. Oh, okay. Let me see. You say it's been closed for a while, but it's lights is on in there. They got the lights on in there. People in the parking lot. Lights is on in the store. In Big Lots. And then they got AutoZone. Okay. Children just don't stand a chance at life. No, they don't. They really don't. Not anymore. But see this jewelry store. See, Tina wanted to know the name of that jewelry store. And Don sure did tell her, too. Huh? Yep. And that's how we found it. We sure did. And this was like a year ago. Anyway, you guys. Well, don't go there. Don't go there today. Go there tomorrow. Said, let me finish laundry and I'll go there again. Can you go tomorrow? At what time? We want to hit it early in the morning. Anytime in the morning? Yeah, first thing in the morning. What time you want to do it? You want to be about like, I think your time is different from my time, so you can call me. My number's right there. Freddie put my number right there, or we can come on live anyway, because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be looking up some more stuff on this case, because this just does not make sense to me. It does not make sense. And everybody, it's 12:17. See, it's 2:17 here, so it's 12:17 there. See, it's 2:17 here. Oh, that's why you was like, yeah, yeah, yeah. So if it's 12:17 there, you have to get there early in the morning, like when there's like nobody around. So you 2 hours ahead of us. So yeah, you 2 hours ahead of us. And actually, I think uh Valerie's from that area. But anywho's, I think Valerie's right down the street from that area. I have to give her a call. Um, the store opens up at 9. Okay. Let's do it around about 9 o'clock. Your time 9, be my time 11. Your time 9. They ahead of us. I mean, well, behind us. Yeah, you're right, Freddie. You're right. Behind us. They're 12. They're 2 hours ahead. I mean, behind. Behind. You're right. So we'll come on at 11 o'clock and you'll come on at 9. So we'll be on your time 9, my time 11. I would like to see, because where she say that she changed the baby at, there's got to be some cameras out there. Why in the world would somebody make up a story like that? I mean, just listen to what I'm saying. And go to a store. Stores are known for having cameras, even if they didn't have any. Or how would she know they didn't have any? She would have to have that knowledge before making up the story and going to that store, parking where she parked, and then saying, hey, I fell on the floor. And see, that's weird to me for her to say floor. But I mean, being Spanish, she might say floor instead of saying the ground, So I take that in consideration. But when she said the floor, I'm thinking, would you really honestly say the floor being outside? But her English is good, but they still make up words like it means the same thing, but it doesn't mean the same thing when you go off into detail. You guys understand what I'm saying? And I'm just saying, so I can understand her saying that, but when she say, she fell to the floor, I don't know why she would say she fell to the floor, because there's no floor, there's a ground. Hey, I still trip hearing some say, get down out the car. Get down out the car. Yeah, yeah. Like I've got some nieces and nephews, and they speak really good English, but they'll say something weird, and I'll be like, what do you mean? Because, outside or something, they'll say soda pop. Or they'll say soda pop. And we'll just say pop. They say soda or sugar water or something. They don't call it like pop. We call it pop. Like Yeah, make sure you buy some pop or something. Go to the store, and then they'll say some soda or something. They'll call it something else. But it's the same thing. But we're not known to just call it soda or whatever. We call it pop or sugar water or whatever. So anyway, we will come back on tomorrow at 11 o'clock our time, 9 o'clock their time, you guys. And hopefully we can see what we can't see behind them bushes, because ain't no need of me pulling it up on the screen, you guys, because you're only going to see bushes. But we'll come on tomorrow. All right, you guys, be good, be safe. I'm going to get out of here, and be nice to each other. Hopefully we can find some more details that come out on this baby, and we'll figure out what's going on.